So I don't really know how it started or why it started, but for the past few years it seems like I have been on the self-improvement kick. It's actually more like an odyssey because it started a while ago, it's been going on for a while, and I don't see it ending anytime soon. But I started thinking about all the people in my life that really had the greatest impact. Now sure, there were a ton of people that I think about that actually had a positive impact, you know, through love, support, encouragement, whatever. But the people that I was really focusing on were the people that actually impacted my life in a negative way, or people that I impacted in a negative way. For one reason or another, I've hurt them, or they have hurt me. You know, there were certain people in my life that I didn't treat very well, and I started thinking about them. And they really just, I started thinking about them a lot. And so I started a few years ago what I call the Aaron Apology Tour. I started actually reaching out to the people that I thought of, that I identified as owing an apology to. I'm talking like back in high school. Yeah, up until today. Now, given the fact that today I feel like I definitely treat people better and I think about my actions and how they impact people a lot more than I used to, but still, I was reaching back. But the craziest thing about it, other than getting a call from me 27 years later to apologize for something I did on the playground, was that I started to do this and the amount of relief that I felt was unbelievable. It was like with each apology that I gave, it was like a weight had been lifted. I felt amazing. It was like a drug. It was totally intoxicating. Now, the majority of the people that I reached out to were incredibly gracious, and they say at least that they accepted my apology. And that I didn't need to and whatever, but I did need to. I needed to for me. I heard a great quote about apologizing. It says, apologizing doesn't mean that you were right and I was wrong. It simply means that I value our relationship more than my ego. And think about that. It's so true. So many times when we're in a relationship with somebody, or I don't care who it is, you have such a tough, or at least I used to. Now I'm like, I'm sorry. I probably apologize too much because that's just the way I am, apparently. But no, we don't apologize because we're too afraid of what that will mean and how it will impact our ego. We're so prideful that we would rather risk the relationship and the friendship or whatever it is than actually saying we're sorry. For whatever reason, we can't bring ourselves to say those two simple little words, I'm sorry. But man, they are so powerful to both people. So there I am, you know? Apology tour. I'm walking, hey, I'm sorry, hey, remember, I'm sorry, right? Everything was going great and it felt amazing. But guess what, gentlemen? There was another piece of my journey that I needed to understand and explore. I took the even more difficult route to Forgiveness Road. I am officially stopping with the stupid analogies now. Now, apologizing was great, right? It feels good, it was intoxicating, but nothing was as freeing as actually learning how to forgive. Learning how to forgive somebody for wronging me was probably the most difficult thing that I've ever had to learn how to do. Because it is something you have to learn how to do. You don't just automatically, you know, forgiveness isn't just something like somebody does something crappy to you and you're like, whatever, it's cool, don't worry about it. Forgiveness doesn't excuse or dismiss their behavior, okay? That's done. You can't undo what's been done. But forgiveness prevents their behavior from breaking your heart. Once I learned and sort of embrace the whole forgiveness philosophy, and truly, okay, you can say, yeah, I forgive you, all right? I'm talking about truly understanding, acknowledging, accepting, and forgiving somebody. Forgive them for what they did, forgive them for the hurt, but most importantly, forgive yourself for mistakes that you've made. Once you do that, you will be amazed at how much you start to feel. I mean, you can feel it. You start to heal. Things start to get brighter. Things start to, you feel amazing. But Jack, let me tell you, getting to that place is definitely not easy. And the more somebody has done to you, the harder it may be. But Tony Robbins has a great quote. He says, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. And it's so true. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it because you want to feel better and live a more productive, happier, and healthier life. Because harboring anger, resentment, it takes so much more energy than forgiveness. Trust me, once you start doing it, you're going to see what I'm talking about. In conclusion, I would like to offer you a challenge. Each and every person watching this video, I challenge you to apologize to somebody that you have wronged. Don't wait, do it today. Reach out, say you're sorry. It doesn't take too much effort, and those two little words make such a difference. If not only for them, for you, you're going to feel so much better. The second part of this challenge is to forgive somebody who has wronged you. This is the more difficult and more challenging aspect, but I'm telling you, focus on somebody who has done something bad to you, that you harbor resentment for, alright? You need to learn to let it go and to forgive them. You're going to be amazed at how much better you feel and how you heal, because you're worth it.